Okay. Well, I couldn't actually reload. No, not this. We're done with this. Yeah. I did. It's fucking Baldur's Gate. And I wanted the digital deluxe edition. Whatever that means. I don't even know what it is. I was like, is there a pre-order incentive? Is there something reason for me to pre-order? If there wouldn't have been, I would have bought it on launch day. Okay, so we're going in that direction. Good evening, Odif. Good evening. Let's see if we can hear the ghost here. Of course it won't do it.
Right, we see patient.
Oh! So we heard it, and I think it's a glitch. I think I can confirm now that it's a glitch.
Computer?
No, I don't need you. I don't need you, computer. Goodbye, computer. Yeah, we have to pass through this thing here. Okay. It's basically a soundtrack, an art book, some goofy dice skin. But I won't get all that. I mean, a PDF, MP3s of the soundtrack, a PDF of the art book. I won't get any dice for sure.
Hansen?
Yarrow, sir. Desma Yarrow, sir.
Yes, Desma, I remember you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, you can buy skins for your dice, I guess, in this game? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Carrying Dead. Yeah, don't talk too much about Baldur's Gate 3, because I didn't play as much as you think I played. Carrying Dead. I essentially beelined the... I watched the intro, like the big cutscenes, but once we're in the ship, I just beelined to the exit of the ship, skipped pretty much every dialogue, and then dropped down, and then I stopped. Once we're on the beach, I stopped. Carrying Dead. Yeah, I saw the dice. I just said I saw the dice. Carrying Dead, talk to Sentient. I don't know.
You heard about Ambassador Carrick's death?
Murder, you mean? Yes, sir.
What were the Scythians doing when Carrick was killed? Did any of them leave the ship?
Not that I know of, not through this airlock. One tried to, though, twice. I talked with him a little.
The Scythian who you talked to, what did you talk to him about?
Well, I can't exactly say.
Was the Universal Translator having some difficulties?
No, The Scythian didn't give it much to translate, just a few words.
You said what exactly to the Scythian?
Don't think it matters, sir. I don't think he understood me. I sure didn't understand him. I think his name is Rune.
What exactly did the Scythian say?
Well, not much, never more than a word at a time.
What words exactly did the Scythian say?
What did he say?
Ally was one, and danger. He didn't say a lot.
Why do you think his name is Rune?
Or her name. Rune, I mean, he could be a she.
What is it that makes you think he or she is named Rune?
I asked him, or her name, and she said Rune.
Why are you being so elusive, Ensign?
Well, to tell the truth, sir, I wasn't supposed to be talking to the Scythians at all.
Oops.
Kerrig's orders.
I'm in charge here now, Ensign.
Yes, sir.
Can you be a little more clear about what the problem is with the Scythians?
To be honest, I'm not really sure.
Ally. Tell me more about that.
That was the first thing he said. He said it like it summed everything up, like that one word was supposed to say everything.
Danger? Danger to who?
He didn't say.
Go on, please.
I'm not sure we really communicated.
Never mind, Ensign. Let's just let it rest for the moment.
Yes, sir.
You communicated. Maybe you didn't understand what he said.
Are the Scythians here? I want to talk to them.
Let's see if the Scythians have unlocked their side.
Nope. Oh. I have other thing I could have said to her.
My name is Bannock.
Nothing's happening. Let's wait. Sometimes it said, not in the manual because there's no manual for this game. But I found some semblance of a manual online that kind of described what to do. And it said that sometimes you need to, well, not you need to, but sometimes not doing anything. It's exactly like a Telltale games, where sometimes you need to wait. There's no bar though, but some characters I didn't even have to click on something. They just cut me off, and but now it's not the case. Let's welcome to DS9.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine.
Carrig is dead.
I regret to inform you that Ambassador Carrig is dead.
Carrig. Dead. That's what I said. What about Tyrion delegation? Let's say this first.
I am Ambassador now. Ambassador Bannock.
Carrig. Dead.
I'm with the Tyrion delegation of the United Federation of Planets.
Carrig. Dead.
Captain Sisko requests information about the drones. He is very concerned about them.
Destroy. Danger. Yes, we destroyed them. Do you understand? Just yes or no. Do you understand when I say something?
Do you understand what I'm telling you? Look, if you know where the drones are coming from, tell me.
You dead. I am ambassador now. Do you understand? Just close the airlock. Okay, let's go with drone mission.
Do you know why the drones are trying to destroy this station? Why have you come here to Deep Space Nine? Citadel. What's that?
Citadel Station.
Citadel, danger!
This Citadel, is it in danger?
Citadel, show danger!
Oh.
Silence.
The guy's like, you talk too much. He said 2 words like in a row. 3 words. Oh shit.
Show. Rune.
Citadel, where is it?
Show. Show Citadel.
Ah, shit.
Congratulations, Ambassador. You've survived your first negotiation with the Scythians, and vented remarkably little plasma, if you know what I mean.
What happened?
Did that make sense to you at all?
Yes, sir.
Dax to Yarrow. Ensign, is Bannock with you?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Tell him I could use his help up here in Ops. I finished analyzing Carrick's logs, but some anomalies persist.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Has the Ambassador opened up communications with the Scythians?
Yes, ma'am. And closed them, too.
I see. What happened?
I'll tell you all about it when I get to Ops, Lieutenant.
Good. Dax out.
I guess you'll be on your way to Ops, sir.
I can't believe she just said yes when I said
I'd like to hear what you think about the Scythians, Ensign. How would you try to communicate with them?
Well, I don't exactly know, I'm sure, Ambassador. They don't seem to like to talk much. But my father told me if you want to make friends, make sure the other guy does more talking than you do.
But that would mean...
You wouldn't say anything at all. Yes, sir.
yeah, with these guys, yeah, you're right.
You seem skilled at putting people
I
at
tried
their
not
ease,
saying
Ensign.
stuff at the beginning.
What made you
It didn't
decide to
work.
strap on a phaser?
Well, sir, they tell us the sign of a good security officer is she never lets a situation deteriorate to where a phaser is necessary. By the way, I notice you've strapped one on too.
I hope my situation doesn't deteriorate, Ensign. But just in case.
Yes, diplomacy by other means. But now you better think about getting back up to Ops.
Any ideas about Carrick's death, Yarrow? Who might have killed him and why?
No, sir. A seemingly meaningless crime. But I'm sure whoever did it had their reasons. They always do.
Hey, Big
Thank you,
Ben's,
Ensign.
we'll be
Goodbye.
going.
Goodbye, sir.
Yeah, I could reload and do this conversation differently.
Ensign Yarrow.
I guess you'll be on your way to Ops, sir.
Yes, Ensign. Thank you. Goodbye.
So this doesn't work still. What the fuck? Go forward. Go forward here. Go forward and then left. No? Yeah, usually go like this and turn here and go forward and then turn left and then go. Maybe here I need to turn, but no, I can't turn left or right here. We've been here a second ago. I just entered to come here. It wasn't that complicated. Can't turn left, can't turn right. Forward. Turn left. Nothing. Turn right, turn right. Oh. I had to find a secret pass. Why? Why this door? No, not this one. This door doesn't work. This... You can only go to... Wait.
Turbolifts to this area are currently under repair.
Yeah, exactly.
Nearest operational turbolifts are located in the lower promenade.
It's super annoying that they did that. Why? I can open this. So each time you want to go somewhere, you have to pass through the whole fucking station. Hey dudes, how's it going? How's it hanging? Ooh. Oh, we're gonna pass in front of Odo's, so it's for longer gameplay. Odo's still there. It's actually not Odo, it's actually just a mannequin. Odo is somewhere. He's a chair somewhere. Yeah, she doesn't have anything else to say on that, I guess. No, no. What? It's here. No. It's this. Oh.
Computer.
Hey Dick, how's it going?
Ops.
Yes, the guy who made the models of the characters had a little trouble. I'm sure every single one mentioned that. I'm sure in the end he actually thought that that's the reason this game failed. It is not. Not that this is a bad game, but I don't think this is marketable to anybody except like die-hard fans of the series. Let's save. 14 I think we're at.
Bannock, glad to see you. We have a problem.
We have a problem.
You mean besides the storm, the evacuation, the attack, the murder, and the drones?
Yes, besides those petty concerns. I've recovered the pad data. About 40% should be readable, but it turns out all the relevant data is scrambled.
Scrambled? You mean encoded?
Exactly. Carrig evidently used encryption on his log entries. To read them, we'll have to break his code.
I'll crack it. Use computer. Difficult? Why solve?
Maybe the station computer.
The station computer's already had its chance, Bannock. But to try all possible permutations,
it's gonna be a mini game.
almost a quarter Google of them, well, we just don't have that kind of time. Compared to this, the
Google them?
Altonian brain teaser is a simple coloring job.
She said she used Google. I didn't hear what she said about Google. I don't think she was talking about the Google. Altonian?
The Altonian brain teaser? I've never tried that one.
I've been playing with it for over 400 years. Gotten pretty far along.
Oh yeah,
I have the
Final Unity.
kaleidotemporal texturing down pat, but
Not too
but
long
never
ago.
mind that. About Carrick's cipher. The problem is, to even begin, you need to select the right color. For each row, out of at least 10,000 hues.
Actually, that's not a problem.
What? You know which colors he uses. I mean used.
I'm not supposed to, but on Chimeras 10, after Carrig...
Don't tell me anything I'll have to arrest you for, Bannock.
Okay.
But if you somehow know the colors, you can access some of the data. There's another cipher somewhere in there, a syntactic code sequence.
Syntactic code sequence? What is that exactly?
You unlock the log entries by punching in the proper sequence on the cipher screen. It's like assembling words into a sentence. Carrick was a connoisseur of languages, wasn't he?
Yeah, he spoke about 50 languages and understood 200.
I think he makes use of that. There's a translation matrix in the cipher block. Want to take a look? Right there to your left. Just input the code colors in the correct order.
And if I do...
If the panel lights, you've got it.
Thanks, Jedzia. May I call you Jedzia?
If you like. Get busy now. Good luck, Bannock.
No, the story is fine. This works actually perfectly because it's like a investigation on the station. This works perfectly. But it's not what a video game, like usually you want like more action. The X9 is not about action. It was meant to be a point and click adventure game essentially. More so than any of the... by the way, Final Unity is amazing. It has all the voices and it's more point and click adventure game than this. Again, this feels more like a play, like an interactive movie kind of. There's these little mini games, but
Transmission from Ambassador
it's
Carrick,
mostly just
Tyrian
talk to
Diplomatic
characters
Corps,
and explore the
United Federation
station.
of Planets to Captain Benjamin Sisko, Starbase, Deep Space 9, Stardate 48975.1.
Yeah.
Copy sent, Starfleet Command. Report on first contact. New race. Present designation, Scythians.
but who knows? Maybe I'm gonna end up with a bad ending, or I won't be able to find it. I don't know. Again, I could have reloaded a bunch of those conversations that when I ended the conversation, I felt like I missed some stuff, but I'm just going with the flow, and we'll see what happens. Continue.
Continue.
Humanoid, highly developed technology, self-sustaining space stations orbiting the fourth planet in the Scythian
So this must be
system.
the Citadel.
Continue.
At first, the species appeared somewhat xenophobic. However, further contact proved this to be a misconception.
Continue.
Continue.
As you can see, the metallic structure of the space station has a high concentration of latinum and other valuable metallic properties. This, combined with the strategic location, would make an alliance with the Scythians extremely desirable.
Continue.
Continue.
Despite serious linguistic difficulties, which I will elaborate on later, I was able to communicate the existence of the wormhole, the location of DS9, as well as an invitation to open informal talks with the Federation to this Scythian.
Continue.
I have concluded, is, if not the Scythian leader, then the one among them who stands above others. Though this may seem a fine point of difference to you, Captain, it is in fact a crucial distinction. In addition, I have in my possession certain items which the Federation will find of great interest and potential value. I cannot elaborate on these on an open channel. However, measures will have to be taken to assure their safety.
Continue.
My business in the Gamma Quadrant will not be concluded for a week. Should the Scythians arrive before me, please extend them all courtesy, as I know you will. However, due to the linguistic difficulties previously mentioned, please also avoid all attempts at communication unless absolutely necessary.
Oh, you need those voices. So they got the voices of most of the crew. We don't have Miles. And of course, you can't have like too many people on the station because at that time no video game could have done that. Even today it's a problem. Like a lot of gatherings of people, crowds are always a problem. We're getting there like now in 2020 plus. Like even in 2010, the crowds is always a problem. So they evacuated the station. So they made it work, because you don't have that problem of the crowd in Voyager or Next Generation. Even though there's a lot of people on the ship, we never see them there.
Continue.
Carry out. End transmission.
Okay. So where do I go for the decryption thingy? This could just have been a better game, because it. What are we doing exactly? Stormfront Studios. I don't know them.
Take a closer look at the cipher panel, Ambassador.
Maybe there's a reason
please.
for that. It's fine, but Final Unity came out a year before and it was better than this. 2 years before, maybe. This is trying to be an FMV game, and it's like it's failing miserably because this, like, we needed the FMV, like we needed Cisco and auto interacting, filming. They could have done it, and they didn't. And because of that, it's not because of that, but it didn't help. We're stuck with these really shitty models here. So I still don't know how to decrypt the thing. I can't talk to anymore.
Transmission from Ambassador Carrick, Tyrian
Shit, I
Diplomatic
can't
Corps,
skip
United Federation
this.
of Planets, to Captain Benjamin Sisko, Starbase, Deep Space 9, Stardate 48975.1, copy sent, Starfleet Command. Report on first contact, new race. Present designation, Scythians.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Okay. So did somebody understand what I needed to do with how to decrypt the thing? This will bring me back down. those two angles. Can we go into Cisco's office? No. Well, this behind me, is this his office, or that's what they use in the series to go down to the promenade? No? They don't have two ways to go there. It's only one way. It's that big door with the grill thingy, no? Turn around. What the fuck? Okay, maybe I can't enter this. Wait. There was another door here, no? Yeah, there. What's that? Is that Cisco's office?
Hurry back, Bannock. That cipher won't solve itself, you know.
Computer.
She said something about... God damn it.
Promenade, level 8, section 5.
Take a closer look at the cipher panel, Ambassador, please.
The cipher panel. What is that? Oh, this. Not this, this. And I saw that
Okay.
before, but I was
Hope they
focusing on
haven't
chat. I was talking
changed.
to chat, and you know.
Ha! Ha ha!
Aha! What'd you do? What'd you do?
Kadin, Lam, Nikto, Kochme, Armo,
Oh, he's saying the colors?
Kadin,
Kadi,
Lam,
Nam,
Nikto,
Mikto,
Kochme,
Kochme,
Armo,
Armo, maybe.
Kochme, Armo,
I know
Okay.
that word. It's Tyrian for peace.
Kadin, Lam, Nikto, Kochme, Armo,
Yeah, just type. Just type. Glad to, it should work. No? Oh, there
Klaatu!
you go.
Miranda!
Lam, Kadin, Nikto, Kochme, Armo, Armo, Kochme, Nikto, Kadin, Lam,
But it just says them in the order, right?
Lam,
Nam,
Kadin, Nikto, Lam, Kadin, Nikto, Kochme, Armo,
that's not gourmet though.
Kochme,
Okay.
Armo,
So what? Oh, now this is changed now. Now these are changed places. Okay.
Armo, Lam, Kadin, Kochme, Nikto,
We did it. I have no idea what I just did. But what was happening is that when I clicked that, it would say the color. And when I would click that, it would just say these colors in the order they were there. So it's not like I needed to put them in the order that this was saying, which I thought was. I just clicked a bunch of things, and then I clicked that, and then it worked. So there's that. Let's go with standard dogs first.
You have obtained access to the records of Carib, first ambassador of the Tyrian Galactic Federation of Planets.
I feel I might have skipped the puzzle.
Immediately.
Wow. Like maybe we needed to go talk to somebody so he would tell us the order.
Point 3. I've completed the journey through the stable wormhole and en route to the rendezvous with the... Sent a draft of the first Federation to the... and I'm awaiting a reply.
Oh my god.
Content irretrievable.
First contact has been some difficulty with the universal translate. Malfunction or linguistic incompatibility. Fortunately, my own linguistic skills to open a rudimentary dialogue. At first glance, the technology of traces of latinum in most metallic base.
Overcome my frustration. The desire to communicate is so great. I am so reticent. Except not interested in pursuing contact. Realized enough interaction for the unit to create a sufficient linguistic base. Had I stumbled upon a first contact only to be cultural xenophobia? Days here grow short. Do it in the next 4 days. How can I hope to firm base forced to leave before cementing criteria for first? And it contacted by a group here in the gamma. Loose affiliation of species, hints and insinuations. Valuable merchandise. I would like to dismiss the French group, however. Reputation for those to miss an opportunity to meet.
Content irretrievable.
Left the Scythians unsure of the status of our relationship. I will have time to study the linguistic accumulated during my visit. A thought has come to me to apply Ren Nga's regressive to the linguistic base. Somehow a stronger communication must be further our relationship with the Scythians. Difficulty in finding these aliens. The great mystery surrounding this so-called valuable item. I find it all rather adolescent. The Federation Ambassador Delivery Service. I believe it should be made clear. The Ambassadorial Corps provides a unique service. From me, or from the Federation. I resent the position an object whose worth is dubious to begin with.
Subtitles would have gone a long way.
I meet in 1 hour with take possession of the devices. I hope their function and value will make this side trip work. Eureka! I believe I have the root cause of the Scythians' reticence. It is not fear of contact at all. Clarity of communication. Dear to them, they value individual. Context is our overly verbose. Overwhelm them. Economy. Minimal combinations. I now look forward contact, where I will be into use.
Okay.
Force data has been relocated to the person.
Oh. Is this?
Force data has been relocated to the person.
Wow. Personal logs.
Warning, you have obtained access to the personal logs of Carib.
Ah, fuck off.
Personal log Carib. Stardate 4A. Voyage through the wormhole was exhilarating. I should poem about it when I call us too. Cardassian haiku. To unlock Cardassian diligently and mastering yet another language.
I feel like I'm watching a Christopher Nolan movie now.
Decision. Heard. Warp capabilities. Probability already picked warp signals. I grew very excited. Nothing is as invigorating as first contact. Expressed my belief that the verbs vis-a-vis first contact too strict. Fell under acceptable guidelines.
Wow, how much space on the disk all this thing use?
Content irretrievable.
Discovered the most delicious poem. Jika. Read this epic in its original Klingon, as opposed to the abysmal translation accompanies the Klingon text, brought a great clarity inherent in all artistic translations.
Tabarnak!
Leave the Scythians pointed that I was not Cation's godfather. I was beginning to feed timidity, cautious reticence, to consider contact a failure. I am no friend to personal failure and would not like to open a relationship at this late stage in my life.
Christ, asti de calice.
After several so-called talks with this so-called Confederation of Species, I begin to miss the quiet reserve of the Scythians. We talk and talk, but they have yet to deliver these supposedly valuable devices. I'm an errand boy, ambassador of interplanetary repute. This device had just...
That was the only one that I actually kind of understood at the beginning. Wow, couldn't it have been like all, just the ones that are lit up? What's the difference between these ones and this one?
Only. Unbelievable. Deliver 7 such devices in my hands. Safekeeping. If these truly function as promised, some trick, be the scientific edge has even out our military ambassador of the Dominion's own make. Learn of Dominion science and
Ah, c'est con. Tabarnak.
Content irretrievable.
Seem to light refraction technology more sophisticated than the barriers floating field. In the wrong must be guarded. Notice the Confederation told refraction mantles. No, they are in my possession.
If there was some information to get from all this, for sure I'd then get it.
Used device to slip. High security zone on Kolos 2. I'm not for certain the Kolos is safe for me. I must get the right hands. I'm sure that Captain Sis the device is safe. Deep space done with transients and mercenaries. Just the solution attempt. Personal protection for that young man involved in the Chimera's incident. I don't have suspicions with a non-Tyrian and annex and skills I need.
This is way too long. Wow.
I'm within hours of deep. Devices are well hidden. Concerned that others know where I am. Bannock is not yet directly to my quarters and waiting. Safe at risk, at least for that is I have.
No, this is crap. I think those ones that are lit up are less damaged, and maybe they're the only one that I should actually listen to.
I'm scanning the devices. This is do indeed create a refract. The wearer. It may be.
Forget what I just said. Now the axe is gonna be like, oh, give me a second. Oh, now you can listen to them. Like without the scrambling. And now I'll have to listen to them again. Exit. Okay, let's say it. Oh.
Bannock, you managed to access Carrick's logs. Congratulations.
I don't know how I
Dax
did
to
it.
Cisco.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
All logs are open, Captain. Bannock cracked both ciphers.
Can I save the game?
Well done. My compliments to the Ambassador. Dax, the Major and I have been discussing...
I'm advocating a preemptive strike on the drones.
Strike? When?
As soon as possible. Right now.
The Major feels that we should attack the drones now, before their numbers become unmanageable. Is the Ambassador there?
Bannock here, Captain.
A report, please, Ambassador, on your progress with the Scythians.
Let's go with limited progress.
Limited success only, Captain. But I found something in Ambassador Carrick's logs that might help. He said that the Scythians value individual words and economy of language. I'm gonna try that approach. Try not to overwhelm them with words.
Economy of language. Let's hope that helps. What have you learned so far?
Place name Citadel. Yeah, start with that.
One of them mentioned Citadel. It's a place. I don't know where.
Go on.
One Scythian indicated he'd like to show Citadel to us.
It's clear you need to talk again with the Scythians and learn more. Perhaps what's left of Ambassador Carrick's logs will be of help. Cisco to Yarrow.
Yarrow here,
That's it.
Captain.
Ensign, are the Scythians available for negotiations? Ambassador Bannock.
Negative, sir. That is, they're not in the airlock. Captain, we have a malfunctioning airlock door here.
What do you mean?
The approach door, sir, it keeps opening and closing by itself.
Report it to engineering, Ensign, and if the Scythians show themselves, alert the Ambassador immediately.
Yes, sir. Yarrow out.
Benjamin, Bannock hasn't had a chance to...
Captain, the drones. We need to act.
That's enough! Major, you want to calmly tell Bannock and Dax your proposed plan of action?
Yes, sir. Look, the drones come here one at a time. When they're all here, they'll all attack. Why wait for that? Let's take the runabout, clean up the drones around the station, then follow the drones back to their source, destroying them one by one.
You understand what she's proposing, Ambassador?
So you think we should begin to fight this war on our initiative, not theirs?
Exactly. Make them wonder what will happen next.
You're saying that if we attack now, we can fight them one by one?
Infinitely better than tackling them all at once, yes.
Thank you, Major.
Dax, I take it you don't agree with Major Kira's plan.
No. We'll win the battle but lose the war. These second-wave drones are phaser resistant. To defeat them, we'll have to use the photon torpedoes. Once we do, we'll see a new, deadlier drone appear. It's this third wave of drones that we must fear. And the sooner we attack any drone, the sooner this final wave will be upon us. If it arrives before the Defiant returns, we'll be out of surprises.
Bannock, you've heard the arguments. Your advice, please.
I agree with Dax, actually.
You say the new drones are phaser resistant? How do you know?
Sensors indicated a lot more duranium in their hulls. Clearly faster, tougher, more capable machines.
What do you think of Kira's idea to follow the drones back to their source?
The drones come from somewhere beyond runabout range. I'm positive of that. We need the Defiant.
There is a deep space capable ship here at the station. The Scythian ship.
Unfortunately for us, it belongs to someone else, and it's weaponless.
Lieutenant, you say the drones learn about our weapons and then send new drones resistant to them. What if we stop them from getting the message?
Stop the courier drone, you mean?
Exactly.
Now that's an idea. Break their reinforcement chain.
I think the Ambassador has uncovered a new course of action. No runabout mission at this time. We continue preparations for the drone attack. Dax, see if you can create a simulated mission against the drones. Get it loaded into one of Quark's holosuites.
Make my decision.
Yes, sir.
Major, when Dax alerts you that the drone buildup is complete, you will take the Hudson. This time, we'll make sure no courier drone escapes through the wormhole.
Yes, Captain.
Bannock, our best chance of survival depends on better understanding our enemy and our potential friends. Please consider your negotiations with the Scythians as a matter of the highest importance.
I understand.
Good. Cisco out.
Well, Bannock, despite your protestations, I see you have some diplomatic skills after all.
Diplomatic skills? What do you mean?
You found the middle way, Bannock. The one course we could all agree on. Anything else, Ambassador?
I didn't do anything. I was asking you questions.
Jedzia, Carrick's logs. There's a lot of static.
Bannock, if you saw what metachlorinide does to equipment, almost everything has been corroded away.
I was wondering if you could help me listen to the logs, maybe decipher some of the trickier parts.
No.
All right. Which ones in particular?
All of it.
Some of the logs mention devices of some sort. Something valuable.
Valuable enough to kill for?
That's what I wondered, too. There's one here called Clarity. Something about a breakthrough with the Scythians.
Sounds like exactly what you need. Let's hear it.
Eureka! I believe I have found the root cause of the Scythians' reticence. It is not fear of contact at all. Clarity of communication. Dear to them, they value individual.
Yeah, we know.
Context is our overly verbose. Overwhelm them. Economy. Minimal combinations. I now look forward to contact where I will be into use.
Our overly verbose something or other overwhelm them. I think he's saying we use too many words.
Clarity. Economy.
Try that next time you talk to the Scythians. Talk like they do. One word. The right word.
In one of his personal logs, he talks about something called refraction mantles.
Refraction mantle. Did he explain what it was?
He also talked about getting a hold of 7 very valuable devices. If those devices were the refraction mantles...
I think you better tell Odo about this. It sounds like you may have uncovered a motive for murder.
He tucked some tricorder scan data into his personal logs.
I'm going to download these scans into the station computer, Bannock. Maybe it can make some sense of all of this.
That's all for now, Lieutenant. Thanks.
Resume. We also saw some doors open and close for no reason. So yeah, and I don't know what, but there was also something in the last stream that somebody mentioned about cloaking, or Odif, you mentioned chameleon, because yeah, the blue guys, I can't remember the name of that those aliens. They look like chameleon. There's some red ones, there's some blue ones. Yeah, or like, yeah, exactly. The door sees somebody, it opens, but we can't see it. And we can still talk to you.
Yes, Bannock, what is it?
I'd better be going.
Yes! Try out Carrick's discovery with the Scythians. Speak like they do. 1 or 2 very meaningful words. Good luck, Bannock.
Okay. So if I go with it, but I won't be because the door, there's a problem with the door. Something like that.
Computer. Promenade, level 7, section 5.
Now we have to go all the way. So the way they build the level here is like it's one big serpent, one big corridor. At one end it's ops, and at the other end you have the Scythians, which are like the main people we need to communicate. And between them you have Quarks and Odo. That's essentially it. And then in between you go like, now I'm gonna stop at Odo's, I'm gonna stop at Quarks. It could have been better. Actually, they could make like a really good open-ended DS9 game where you play maybe Cisco or somebody else, whatever. It doesn't important. It's not important. And then you get missions, like you go freeform into the space station, like top-down, isometric, or third-person view, or whatever. And then people give you missions, or you talk to people, and then you get information. You go into Quarks, blah blah blah, and then you like a whole game, like very open-ended, and yeah, I'm playing too much of Arcanum. But they could have easily done an RPG out of this. And will she still talk to us? I think she said what she had to say. And the only other place we can stop is at Odo's place, which is like here. He's not there. They're really limiting what we can do. And the two blue guys are not there anymore. Let's go up in the upper promenade. There's gonna be something.
Yeah, what?
What's that glitch again? It feels like Cisco. Like it sounds like Ben's voice, but like fumble. It might just be a glitch. Probably just a glitch. Back. Back. Oh no, we need to back all the way. All the way there. This is the place. There's a map also, it's super useful. There was a buzzing noise when people in other dimension would interact. Yeah, well, I'm sure it's not a plot from another episode. That would be really stupid. So what we know for now, Quark was talking to the other aliens, I can't remember their name, the chameleon guys, the blue guys. And when we arrived, he said like, oh, we can't do the deal anymore because we arrived, essentially. That's essentially what he said. And the other guy said, like the alien said, oh, you're right, and then they just cut, and he didn't really talk about it afterwards. He wanted us to do a deal with the Scythian. Quark did. We said no, because for profit and all that, but we're Starfleet. And then the woman said that her name's Johnny, she needs to get out of this place, and we told her that we will help would help her do that. She might also be part of this whole thing. Carrig got murdered. Actually, he got murdered, but Odo said that it was Tyrion. Tyrion is our race. I'm Tyrion, like the character in the game, and Carrig or whatever it was Tyrion, and he didn't know if it was like, we don't know if it's him or not. I suspect Carrig is not dead. That they passed the dead, like it's kind of like a burned body thing. We don't know if it's actually him or not. So I have to go through this again, which is fun times.
The Federation doesn't take kindly to the murder of one of its ambassadors.
Okay, that was weird. Odo. Dead or invisible? There was somebody on the floor that was like all mangled up. We don't know. I suspect that since we can't identify the body, that it's probably not him.
I told you he didn't murder anybody. He was already... Never mind. Priet, are you through yet?
It's interesting, Sunfall. I can't say it's like super exciting.
The Tyrion!
Ah! And we're dead. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like that sort of
murder anybody. He was already... Never mind. Priet, are you through yet?
So... should I just go away? Ah! Oh shit, maybe we can't. Okay, then we're gonna kill him. We do have a phase.
Murder anybody. He was already... Never mind. Priet, are you through yet?
Just not what you thought it would be? No, it's exactly what I thought it would be.
The Tyrion!
Oh, I'm sorry. He said a Tyrion, which I am. What makes you think this is not what I thought it would be?
I think you might want to consider very carefully where you aim that phaser.
Let's continue saving here. I don't trust this. I don't know.
I'm not afraid to kill you, shapeshifter, or your friend.
Oh. Odo's not gonna die. Well, I could go back, talk to Dax, you know,
or your friend.
I have no idea what the game wants me to do. There you go. Just smash that button.
It seems your anti-terrorist training has been useful once again. Lucky thing for both of us. Odo to Cisco.
Cisco here. What the hell's going on down there?
It seems two of our Lycosian guests became unhappy with our hospitality, Captain. Ambassador Bannock and I were just persuading them to remain.
I see. Any connection to the murder?
I intend to find out. Can you arrange to transport us to the brig?
My pleasure, Constable. On your signal. Cisco out.
These guys looked so much like they were the bad guy, but I'm sure this is not like the end of it. Of course not. Murderers caught. What happened? Interrogate?
Are you planning to interrogate them?
Oh, yes. It's one of the more rewarding parts of my job.
What happened?
What were they trying to do? When I walked in?
Steal a runabout. They tripped my security alarm when they started tampering with the airlock door.
They were going to fly a runabout into that storm?
A trip through a high-intensity disruption must have looked more attractive than the station brig.
Well, I guess that solves our murder case.
I'm not so sure. Too many loose ends.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, Carrick's case. If I wanted something so badly that I'd go to all the trouble of killing a Federation official for it, I wouldn't leave it behind in my escape. It'd help to know what it was that he was carrying. Were you able to uncover anything?
Devices. Yeah.
Something interesting turned up when I went through his logs. He brought back some
devices.
highly classified devices from the Gamma Quadrant. Whatever they were, he thought they jeopardized his safety.
He may have been right. I wonder what our Lycosian friends will have to say about these highly classified devices.
I bet they'll have some interesting answers. When I spoke to Johnny Theron, she said these Lycosians and some others with red coloring talked about a shipment coming in from the Gamma Quadrant.
The Dabo girl. There were only 3 vessels scheduled to come in from the Gamma Quadrant, Ambassador. Yours, the Scythians, and Carrick's. What else did she tell you?
Yeah, René Auberjonois. Auberjonois? That's his... I can't say his name, but he has a very distinct voice. And the funny thing is that I was deep into Deep Space Nine. I'm still am, like a mid-season 4 right now. And like I'm watching a YouTube video about a review about, like not a review, but talking about Fallout New Vegas. And there's a clip of Mr. House, and I'm like, what is that Odo? And I go on IMDb, New Vegas, Mr. House, boom, it's the same guy. I'm like, oh my god. And he made a bunch of voices. I don't know what he looks like, the guy, because he has that mask or like face. Upset by murder, implicated Quark, acted crazy, Quark scared, Gamma Core, and nothing else.
She became upset when I told her Carrick had been killed. I think she knew him.
The Dabo girl and the Ambassador.
Implicated Quark.
She seems convinced that Quark's involved. I don't think she likes him much.
Neither would you if you spent half your time fighting for your pay credits and the other half fighting off his paws.
Oh, now I can't do the other thing.
She's very interested in going to the Gamma Quadrant. I told her I'd help if I could.
How generous of you. If you meant it, I suggest you talk to Quark. Ask him about his business arrangement with Damon Mox. What else did she tell you?
That was all we talked about.
I'll look into it. I was just about to have a talk with Ms. Theron when I got the security breach alarm. Any other leads?
I met the Bajoran Vedic on the promenade.
Yes, I interviewed her earlier. She's up on the promenade again now, performing the Bajoran death chant. I don't think it's connected to Carrick.
Death chant? But it's not for Carrick?
I don't think so. The names she was praying over were Bajoran.
You've heard it before?
Oh.
During the occupation, yes. There were a lot of deaths here then.
But how would
Most
she
of
know that
Bajoran.
it's not Carrick?
The Cardassians started to ban the chants as part of a demoralization program, but the Vedics were persistent. They made an arrangement with the body disposal unit, exchanging food, even clothing, for the names of the Bajoran dead.
To pray over? Quite a risk. Do their prophets demand this ritual?
I don't pretend to understand Bajoran theology, Ambassador, but I understand grief. It comforted them. Those days they took their comfort where they could. Any other leads?
I told the Scythians about Carrick's murder.
How did they react?
They said, they just repeated the word. Grieved.
They're pretty difficult to read.
I'll contact you as soon as the scans come in. We may be charging
said
these two with
Carrick
more than just attempted
dead.
murder of a
That's what they
Federation
said.
diplomat. Odo to what?
Kira here.
Ready to transport, Major.
2 Lycosians and yourself, direct to security. Affirmative. Energizing.
And Ambassador, thank you.
Is that what it looks like? yeah, there you go. Probably him now, I guess. Yeah, it's clearly some kind of mask that they put just over his face. So the form of his face is still essentially the same, but the season, I have to say, like the season 4 budget, I guess because TNG was done, now it's all on it, and like the season 4, like whoop, everybody has like amazing features. The aliens look amazing. There's way more aliens, and yeah, it's like, whoa, we got money now. It's amazing. The special effects are really cool. There's actually space fights now. Yeah, we're going back to. There's only one. This is one big corridor, so. No, we're still going to the Scythians, probably. The last episode was not the. There was a two-parter. The last episode I watched was with Goldukat. The Goldukat is used. Like, he has a freighter, and they battle with like that. That's actually like a battle. Episode. They battle with Klingons, and that's a good episode. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Not all episodes are great. It's not all great. Sometimes, like, yeah. Save here before even turning around. Back to city. I don't give a shit.
Hello, sir. Security Chief Odo told me about what happened in the cargo bay. A close call, sir.
I love Goldukat. I love this character. I loved him before they decided. I don't know if they decided to change his character midway because he was much more of an asshole before. But even when he was an ass, I was like, oh, this character is nice. Even as an asshole. Yeah, I love his character. I love Garak. I love a lot of the Cardassian, even though they're the bad guys. Their society is crap. It's very fascist society. And then you have like the society of the Ferengi, which view the woman as objects, literal objects, and they just say that in the episodes, and it's fine. We know it's not okay, and that's like the way they portray it. It's kind of clear that it's not an okay thing, but since it's Ferengi culture, it's a do not touch subject. There is no fucking way they would be able to do that today because people would be in uproar. Oh, you can't say that. It's fine in the context. They don't even like the way it's portrayed. It's actually showing like what it could be, like how shitty it could be if we would go all the way and objectify women like completely, like it was back then. But even they go all the way, like way worse. Like women don't wear clothing. They're even like uncomfortable when they wear clothing. It's weird. Yeah, Garak is amazing. He's an amazing character. I love the actors also. That I love all the actors that do the show, but some of the best characters are some of the most grayish character. Like Ben Sisko is cool and all, but I don't think he's that interesting as a character. Same thing with like Miles or even Dax. Dax could be super interesting, but she's not really. She's just Dax. Kay Wynn. Is that like the... K-Win, is that the evil... Oh yeah, I hate that girl. I hate her so much. She's a good bad guy. Yeah, no, she's good. I love the fact that I hate her. She's a very hateable character.
Are the Scythians here, Ensign? I'm ready to talk to them.
So, you've come up with a plan?
Dex and I found Carrick's notes, Ensign, on how to communicate with the Scythians.
Yes. The Scythians, sir. They're waiting in the airlock. They've been arguing, sir.
Oh, we saw her in a movie not too long ago. I don't know if Abstractism you were there, but like 2 or 3 weeks ago, watched a movie and she was in it. I was like, oh my god, she's the girl from Deep Space Nine, that bitch from Since arguing.
What have they been arguing about? Do you know?
The leader has been chewing out the other one, I guess.
Yeah, it seems that there's a problem between those. The little one wanted to say more. He said, show us Citadel. Which we interpreted as them showing us Citadel. But I think that they want us to show us them there's the Citadel. I don't know. Exactly what the sound they're arguing. You! No! Deep Space Nine. Carrick. Dead. The other one is not mature enough, says 3 words in a row. I'd also only say 2. Carrick said brief.
One of Carrick's logs said the key was to be brief. Use a minimum number of words when talking with the Scythians.
That might work.
Have the Scythians tried to come out or talk to you?
No, sir. They've been waiting to talk to you.
Open the airlock, please.
What's your plan, if I may ask, sir?
To try to talk like they do. Say 1 or 2 words only, 3 at the most. Desma, you'll have to do the same, as long as the airlock is open.
Understood. Here we go.
Banik. Way. Rune.
Those are their names, sir.
Yes, Ensign.
Okay, what do we do? Citadel or drones? They were focused on Citadel, so let's go Citadel. Oh shit.
Citadel. Forbidden.
Oh. Should I just wait? I should just wait.
Citadel drone factory.
Factory, huh?
The guys are, shut up! You're talking too much! The guy's gonna finish the game in too short a time, what the fuck? He paid $60 for this bitch! Location.
Location.
Far.
Wow,
Forbidden.
Let's go with purpose.
Why make drones?
No.
Cleanse.
Cleanse, okay.
War.
Oh.
War? Which war?
Forbidden.
Citadel Commander?
Commander dead. Factory dead.
Oh. Okay, let's wait on that. Let's not repeat what they just said. Let's just wait. This meme is those Scythians. Okay, let's go with Commander.
The Commander is dead?
Warlord evil. Unspeakable.
Warlord?
Havoc. Blasphemy.
Oh, what? What's the last thing that happened before the
I
blasphemy?
think that
was
Rune is
watching
gonna get
chat.
chewed out again. Poor guy.
Oh, the little guy said too much. Okay, I'm gonna go on a break. If you can just like summarize what they said at the end. Why did they say like blasphemy? Blasphemy. Said the warlord is evil. Yeah, it must not be evil. It's maybe more gray than that.
They're still here, sir. Ready to try it again?
Oh.
Stand by.
They close the door. The guy's like, "Fuck!"
Greeting.
Speak.
Speak.
Drones. Home. Travel.
Travel?
Travel where? Go with you? We have no ship.
You mean go with you?
Travel. Home. Travel Citadel. Sacrilege.
No. Okay. What about drones?
What about the drones?
Citadel. Citadel Drone Factory.
Okay, we know that.
We've been all over that.
Station. Danger.
We know that. Shut up. Deep space.
Danger? To Deep Space Nine?
Deep Space Nine.
That's what I just said.
Drones, danger.
Drones. Destroy.
Stop drones.
Blind.
Blind? How? Make fog?
Dust.
Create field.
Theta.
You blinded drones. With Theta?
Show. Punishment.
Tell me more about Theta.
Confess.
Oh.
Honor.
So this guy did something.
Confess? Confess what?
Weapons. Old.
Okay, my assumption is that he made what they made, but it's now because he's the leader. And now they're
What about those
counterformers.
weapons? Why don't they have any?
Walking.
Shut up!
Sir, I'll just keep quiet from now on. Well, that was an experience. I'm so sorry, sir. Me and my big mouth. The leader sure knows how to punctuate a sentence, doesn't he?
Yes, Ensign. I'll report to Ops. Carry on.
We're done! You fucked it up! It's also because I was taking time, because I was looking at chat. Let's redo that. Yeah, but this time I'm gonna go faster, a little bit faster through the things. We're gonna take a little break and we'll be back. This is interesting, like, because it actually feels. The game actually did a good job actually feeling like you're communicating and you're fucking things up, and she comes in and it's like, what's your fucking problem? She is so unprofessional. I've never seen a Starfleet officer in the movies or in the game or anywhere act like she did. Not just here. When we came in, I think even like Dig said something about she was showing her teeth or something. She was actually kind of like responding to us. Like, I can't tell you this, blah 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 blah. Do I have to pull rank? Am I like higher rank than her? Maybe not, because I'm not Starfleet, right? She has 2 dots on her uniform. That's not Ensign. She's being Worf when Data is in command. Data's like, Worf, I need to talk to you in my office. That was that is an amazing. Oh yeah, I remember very clearly. I need to see you in my office. He didn't say that, but that's what it meant. It was amazing. It was amazing. And what he said was actually correct. Like Worf's like, but I talk to you, like I verbalize my problems all the time, and he's like, yeah, that was fine, but now I'm captain, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Anachronox.
You're about to take the first step on the longest journey of your life.
You know how some mornings you wake up, but you're not sure if you're really awake or if you're still just dreaming? Weird things have been happening lately. I'm quite certain I am insane. You're telling me my dreams are true?
Vamos, enter the light. You see, señorita, mystery is important. To know everything, to know the whole truth is dull. There is no magic in that. Magic is not knowing.
We're back. It's so funny because at the end of this whole exchange, and Worf only said like, well, there was something before I think, but what prompted Data to be like, no, this is too much, is because he's like, finally you're doing what I wanted to do. I think that's the thing. But then at the end of the whole thing, Data's like, wait. Does that mean we're not friends anymore? Well, he actually said, I'm sorry if this ends our friendship. And Worf's like, well, if we can forget the whole thing, we can still be friends. which is just like mind-boggling. Worf should have been like, what? This has nothing to do with our friendship. This is totally professional, and like you would. They could reprimand each other professionally, and what does that matter in the in their friendship? I know in real life some humans have trouble differentiating these things, but these guys are professional in fucking Starfleet. But it's so weird that Worf's like, he actually like kind of blackmail Data. Like if everything's already forgotten, but he's like, if you can erase this from your memory, Data, we can still be friends. What? What the fuck? Data's like, yeah, fine, yeah, of course, I want to be your friend. I think it shows that Data's like, he doesn't understand that this wouldn't impede on the friendship. Like the number of times that Picard reprimanded Riker or other people. Like Picard reprimanded a lot of people, and I think he's friends with the crew. I don't think it actually damaged any friendship. But hey.
They're still here, sir. Ready to try it again?
You gotta try again, but
Stand
shut
by.
the fuck up.
Greeting. Speak.
Yeah, he's always been like that.
Home. Travel. Travel?
We said go with you, I think, right?
You mean go with you?
Travel. Home. Travel Citadel. Sacrilege.
Travel Citadel. What about the drones?
What about the drones?
Citadel. Citadel Drone Factory.
No, it's not Cisco.
We've been all over that.
That's why I said I think he's friends.
Danger.
He's friendly. Drones are in danger. Drones are danger. Deep Space
Danger?
Nine.
To Deep Space Nine?
Deep Space Nine.
Drones are danger.
Drones danger.
Drones destroy.
Stop drones?
Stop drone.
That's what I said last time. I
Blind.
didn't want to do that.
Blind? How?
Blind. Then I said
Make
fog.
fog?
Dust.
Create field.
Theta.
You blinded drones. With Theta?
I think this doesn't matter. They talked
Show.
about Theta.
Punishment.
He's like, I'm gonna punish you, motherfucker. More about Theta.
Tell me more about Theta.
Confess.
Oh.
Honor.
Yeah, let's do confess again.
Confess? Confess what?
Weapons. Old.
Weapons old.
I need to know more about Theta.
Walking.
That's actually where it cut off. She said something.
Good
because I
try,
think
sir.
Okay, so that didn't amount to anything more. It's okay.
Well, that was an experience. The
It was an
leader
experience.
has strange manners, sir.
Yes, Ensign.
The leader
I'll
has
report
something to
ops.
hide, and
Carry
I
on.
think his honor is damaged, and he's afraid of his honors. You know, he's a fucking Klingon or some shit. Yeah, Picard is friends with the crew. He just doesn't know how to show it, and he doesn't know until way later how to do it. Because you can see multiple times Picard being friends with people. Especially Troy. Troy is definitely a friend. He's definitely a friend of Crusher. He's definitely a friend of Data, even though Data is an android. But he's mostly friendly with the woman. He's also very friendly with another woman. Guy, what's her name? Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, that's actually his three best friends, would be those three women. That is weird when I think about it. He's actually very friendly with Riker. He's very friendly with Riker too, so I'll give him that. So yeah, there's other characters that he's not friends with. But like he's not friends with Worf. Okay, he's not friends, but still, you know what I mean. He's very friendly with a lot of people, especially Riker. And he does reprimand Riker, and he admires Riker, but he will sometimes say to Riker that he was wrong or whatever. Riker will say the same thing to Picard, and it's fine. He won't say it before the crew, in front of the crew though. Riker will never say something to Picard in front of the crew. He'll usually just go into the ready room and he'll say something. He'll say, "Oh, I don't know about that." Yeah, that's it. We need to go back. And TNG is so good. Like, as good as Deep Space Nine is, it is not TNG. There's way less moments like the ones we're talking about. Even though the series is based off the interaction between these characters. Even with that, I think the writing was just better in TNG. And some of the stories in TNG are just dumb. But you have these moments, like we just showed, like Abstractism posted, but almost every moment with Data trying to figure out the human condition is gold, is just gold. And you have almost one of these moments in every episode. So I would advise to watch every episode just because of the Data moments. Sometimes I was like, oh, this episode is crap, but at least, it was always at least Data is fun. At least what's happening to Data is cool. At least there's Data. And I think that in Voyager they should take the holographic guy and elevate him at Data level, being more central to the crew and take more time with him, because I think, first of all, I love that actor, and second, I think he has almost the same potential as Data, where he's not a human, he's kind of like Odo. There's a lot of things you could do with that guy, because he's an AI, but is he? You know, he's Data, but he's not Data. Of course, he's not as smart as Data or anything like that. And he actually behaves like a human, he's afraid. And things like that. And no, I was going in the right direction. What's the name of that actor? He's amazing. The guy in Inner Space and a bunch of other. Even without leaving sickbay, he could be more central. They could have done it more. I know that eventually he gets more. I know that eventually his character is a little more developed. But he's never like Data, like a very central character. Because in the original series in TNG, it was Picard, Data, and that's about it. Like sometimes you had that episode with Geordi, but even then, it was all about Picard. First 3 seasons, it's all about Picard. Too much, even. What's going on with her?
Envoy. I mean Ambassador. We're still having a little...
Carlton Akira. Major, I've got the primary shaft couplings realigned now. You want to try it again?
No spoilers, please. I haven't...
Where can I take you, Ambassador?
I'm season 2 of Voyager. Ops.
Ops, please.
Computer. Maintenance override 771. Ops.
Okay, so this is working now. Yay.
Damn.
Or not.
Kira to Carlton. It's still failing in section 12.
I see it. Hang on.
I'm sorry, Ambassador.
Okay, exactly.
This should only take a minute. It's these old Cardassian systems. Once they're down, you have to drag them, kicking and screaming, back online. Has there been any word?
On the Scythians?
The Scythians, you mean?
Yes. What have they told you about those drones?
Literally the only main cast member of hers that doesn't make me great at my deeds. Really? I don't know.
They talked about a citadel. I think one of them wanted to show me where it was.
On a star chart or something?
I couldn't find out. Their leader shut the door on me.
So much for Scythian diplomacy. Carlton, what's going on down there?
It's a support relay on 11, Major. Looks like it was fused to the casing. I'll need the particle torch.
Well, we don't have the particle torch. No one has the particle torch. You'll have to use a hand phaser.
All right. This'll take a minute.
In Voyager, I really like the... What's their name? Like, there's two ensign, like, they have, like, their little thingy. Tim and... They're side characters, but I like them. They're side characters, but the show focuses a lot on them. Yes, exactly. Kim and Paris, yes. I like their interaction, especially Paris. Paris is maybe one of my favorite characters in Voyager. Because he's interesting. And yeah, I understand maybe like Tuvok maybe is kind of an annoying character. Like, he's not super interesting. He's not as interesting as Spock or anything like that. He's too much of a computer. Like, even like, he is literally the most Vulcan of the Vulcans. We've seen many Vulcans in the show, and they always kind of show some kind of emotion. It's very difficult, even as a human actor, to act like without. But Tuvok, that guy must have nailed it in the audition. People must have been like, whoa, okay, that guy's a fucking Vulcan for reals. He lives Vulcan. It feels like his character is not really difficult for him to act. But he's not super interesting as a character. So it's like the Janeway isn't that interesting either. So you have like Robert Picardo, which is, for now, he doesn't have a name, and please, if he ever has a name, don't talk about it. I'm still just at the start of season 2, so we shouldn't talk too much about Voyager. People have told me that it actually goes, the Voyager starts good and then gets bad. I don't know why. Missing torch problem. Missing torch.
Is this the same torch you asked Mr. Odo about?
Oh, Abstract says stop spoiling, so I'm not gonna read more.
It just disappeared.
Yeah, Abstract is these days. I don't know why he likes spoiling stuff these days.
Brian's gonna be.
Thank you for bringing it up.
Find that thing before he gets back.
Vol, torch stolen. O'Brien not interested.
What's a vole?
Cardassian rodents. Disgusting, hairy little vermin. The station's infested with them. Surprised you haven't seen one.
Could someone have stolen it?
I was facing the only exit. I'd have been staring right at them. Like, it's just... There have been a lot of odd incidents lately.
You mean the drones?
The Rising.
Their behavior is odd.
I should have
but
said
I'm
something
sure
about that.
No, little incidents. Strange little things. Well, I've seen things lately.
I've seen.
Maybe it's just my imagination. The station's so empty.
Do you think it's because of the Rising?
What did you say?
It's something the Vedic Rasmus told me about.
Rasmus. She's a very devoted student of the prophecies. Let's see. A cloud about the temple gates darkens rising night. Unbelievers tremble at the Harbinger's cleansing might.
Cloud about the temple gates. The plasma storm?
Why not? Our faith in the prophets is part of what kept Bajor whole while the Cardassians tried to tear us apart. The prophets use the sacred texts to instruct us and to warn us of the threats the future can hold.
Carlton, Kira.
Kira here. Go ahead.
Sorry about the delay, Major, but melted uranium is harder than...
Than a Cardassian's heart, I know. Ready for another try?
Yes, sir. Resetting the command buffer. Go ahead.
Keep your fingers crossed, Ambassador. Computer,
I
maintenance
don't know what's a
override
spoiler or not.
771.
I didn't read it. So
Good luck,
I don't even know. Just trying not to talk about like stuff that you obviously know that I'm not really familiar with. Like we can talk about TNG, no problem, but stuff that happens in Voyager and Deep Space Nine. If you're not sure, just abstain yourself about that particular thing. It's like I didn't know what you're talking about in Baldur's Gate 3, so clearly you were talking about stuff that I wasn't aware of yet. Kira, can you stop staring at me? I think we're 17 now. These character models. He never blinks. Never. Why is it in like that?
So, Ambassador, the Scythians, did they say anything about the drones?
Oh, they said so much stuff. They said at least 25 to 30 words.
The drones come from a place they call the Citadel.
The Scythians mentioned Citadel earlier, didn't
Yeah, this is actually, the date is between Season 3 and Season 4. So no Worf, but he's Captain. But that's not the only way you can tell. I think they do mention the date. But there's a website online called, like, it's a fan website, and they give the dates of all these, of a lot of the games, and there's also a way to get the dates of all these episodes. Yes, Memory Alpha, yes. More accurate? Yeah, I don't know, I've never really checked the star dates, but when you look at, like, there's files online that say like star date by episodes by star dates, and you can see that episodes are all over the place, especially in TNG. But as soon as you get into Voyager DS9, it's like they follow each other very much. Factory.
The junior one said it was a factory. He also said it was dead.
I find that surprising, considering its impressive output of drones.
This is a good episode of DS9.
They indicated that the Citadel was far away, whatever that means.
Well, it's a start.
I asked them why the drones have targeted us for destruction.
Good.
Yeah, exactly.
What they said?
Cleanse war.
Any theories?
I'm surprised I like it so much, because reviews were very meh, and people were like, oh, it's a boring game, and blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. It depends on what you want, like, from a game like this. I'm used to point and click game and slow games, so that's fine. And since I didn't expect much, I'm going into this game, and oh yeah, that's cool. Like, I really, really like the intro. The intro is just the character you're playing, and that was a good idea to introduce yourself as a new character inside this world. What I don't like is the fact that the whole map is just one fucking corridor. So, like, that's that. There's not much of a game here. But that whole intro is like beautifully voiced, beautifully acted. Stuff that happened in the intro like feels like the show, and then there's the cutscene to the intro, like the credit scene of the show. New target. Well, this is like 1996, 97, 97. I mean, it wasn't the 3D revolution. That was 98, but we were getting there slowly. Military target. Why? Why would you say that? Remove evidence, extermination, clean up. Cleaning up war, maybe? Yeah.
Maybe there's been a war and they're the cleanup crew.
I'd hate to think we may be destroyed by maintenance detail, Bannock. Let's move on. Anything else about the drones?
The game is giving us this information, like dropping it, like water drop, dip dropping. I don't know how to say it. Like there's just a poop poop, poop poop, and it feels like you're actually uncovering stuff. But I also feel that I could have said anything. I would have still ended here. Yeah, there's not much FMV in this game, and this is a 2 CD game. So what I suspect is that lots of the voices took a lot of the space, because there's no transition animations. Like even the FMVs is mostly like a guy turning around and shooting you, or like people going down on their consoles. It's not like it's not an FMV, or like it's not a full. It's a full motion. It's not a full motion video. It's a semi-motion video. Anyway, can be blinded.
The Scythians apparently know how to blind the drones.
Lieutenant, the ambassador is onto something.
I'm listening. Something about blind?
Finally, he's onto something. He's not as useless as we were talking about. Oh. Clearly said it. Said thus, said theta. They clearly said it. Said theta.
The Scythians said theta. Does that help?
Theta.
Theta? They'd abandon missions,
Radiation.
theta particles, theta matrix compositors. What else did they say?
Said dust.
The Scythians said dust.
Dust. Makes sense to you, Dax?
Sounds like theta particles. Theta particles will block their sensors. Overload them, probably.
We can use deuterium.
Vent it to an auxiliary reactor and bombard it with RF.
Do it. Get Carlton to help you. We haven't much time, Bannock. The plasma disruption is winding down.
Did the Scythians say anything about the next drone attack?
It wasn't clear.
Now, we're sure Carrick's murderer is still on the station.
Yes, I was about to say Technobabble. Someone else did. I have to. It's really good Technobabble, you have to admit. It really sounds like they know what they're talking about.
Oh, don't tell me. Another killing?
Oh, no. Odo has pinpointed the time of Carrick's death. He was killed after the last transport successfully left the station. But a good hour before the Odessa, the courier ship carrying Rasmus, Johnny Theron, Quark, and those Lycosians failed to get underway.
Has Mr. Odo finished analyzing the DNA scans?
Mr. Odo? No, not yet. But Odo expects results any time now.
When exactly did the Scythians arrive?
Over an hour before Carrick's death, we notified Carrick of their arrival, but he insisted on waiting for you. So they remain suspects in this case. Did you know Carrick left us some tricorder readings? Dax thought you'd be interested in seeing them. Ambassador, your success with the Scythians may give us the edge we need, if we can block the drones' sensors. Well done.
Thank you, Captain.
Well, the thing is, it actually doesn't sound like they gotta bombard the fiddle bits with Gizanki. That's not what they say, though. It actually sounds like they say tachyon emission, and they say like trends, like I'm not good enough in Technobabble. There's a lot of transmitter and there's a couple of keywords that they use combined with other words, and it's really easy to do like crazy. Yeah, reverse the polarity. Did you try reversing the polarity? Well, dude, I'm watching DS9, and they actually said that twice already. In 2 different episodes, but they said that. Like, did you try reversing the polarity? And I'm like, wow, holy shit. And you're saying they said that in TNG too? I can't even remember. Let's go with 20.
You wanted to see me?
Help me with something, Bannock. When you were listening to Carrick's logs, did you hear any reference to Terrigan radiation?
Don't remember. Why do you ask?
Why do you ask?
A bizarre coincidence. I analyzed Carrick's tricorder scans of the devices he brought back from the Gamma Quadrant. Like everything else, the data is pretty much obliterated. But one thing did come through. Strong Terrigan radiation as the devices are operated.
Hey, good night, Sunfall. Devices do what?
What do these devices do, exactly?
We still don't know, unless the Scythians told you.
Strong Terrigan radiation. What effect does that have?
Prolonged exposure has been known to cause confusion, paranoia, and eventually seizures in humanoid life forms.
Didn't Odo mention something about Terrigan readings here on this station?
Yes, that's the coincidence. Or...
You think the devices are operating on the station right now?
Exactly.
You're thinking what I'm thinking. The devices are connected to the drones. Transponders, maybe.
My first thought exactly. So I did a detailed scan of the station, and know what I found? No drone structures, but more life forms on Deep Space Nine than we're supposed to have. The readings were somewhat anomalous. The computer tried to convince me they were Vol swarms.
Vols?
Not just any voles, Bannock. Cardassian voles. Oh, the place is crawling with them.
Anomalous? You mean not quite normal?
Yes, the life forms are being screened by something or surrounded by some sort of field.
How many more life forms are you reading, and where are they?
I'm reading 6 more life forms. Species? Unknown. Locations? Variable all over the station, and impossible to pin down.
I'll keep my eyes open, Lieutenant.
Okay, so it must be the invisible life forms. Maybe even the stuff that we heard that looked like glitches? Maybe that's the sound editor trying to... the sound mixer, whatever, the guy making the sound and trying to make some kind of alien language. Okay, let's exit. Where's the exit?
Dax, hold that turbolift. Ambassador, step over here, please. Odo has some new information for you.
Oh. Okay. We were just talking, dude. You could have told me. Let's back up all the way.
Cisco to Odo. Constable, I have the Ambassador with me.
The DNA scan results.
Yes. Carrick's, of course. Lycosian DNA, lots of it.
The Lycosians in the brig...
Let me finish, Captain. Lycosian DNA. At least 6 individuals. And a human female. That's it.
6 Lycosians.
And a human female.
Johnny, not Johnny.
Johnny Theron.
The double girl at Quark's bar. She's a human female, but...
But not the murdering type. Huh? You'd be surprised, Captain.
So what you're saying is at least 4 Lycosians unaccounted for, still in this station somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Theron mentioned a band of red Lycosians. They overheard the blue ones talking about a shipment.
A shipment?
From the Gamma Quadrant. It was gonna make them rich.
You've done well, Ambassador. I've gotten nothing out of Johnny Theron at all.
You have 2 Lycosians in the brig?
Yes. You remember them. They admit to entering Carrick's quarters, but claim he was already dead at the time. Someone seems to have told them that Carrick was carrying something valuable.
Quark?
I agree with the captain. I met Johnny. She seems okay to me. What's your theory, Odo?
Huh. It's time for me to have a talk with our stowaways. I'll have to find them first. And Johnny Theron, being a human female, is also a prime suspect.
For a man who wanted to be left alone, Carrick certainly had a lot of visitors.
None of my security sweeps show any sign of stowaways.
I think Dax may know why. She did a detailed scan and found extra life forms, but the readings were anomalous. The computer labeled them vole swarms.
I do see plenty of those.
Stowaways, potentially murderers. Constable, security measure Cobalt?
Measure initiated, Captain. Quark's signaling me from his bar. I better go see what he wants. Odo out.
You look concerned, Ambassador. Wherever the stowaways are hiding out, Cobalt should keep them there, until security can deal with them. Anything else, Ambassador?
What is security measure Cobalt, Captain?
Anti-intruder alert, Bannock. It's actually a Cardassian program. Modified, of course. Still somewhat extreme.
What would you like me to do now, Captain?
See if you can find Johnny Theron, and stand by for further instructions.
Thank you, Captain. I'm on my way.
It really felt like they were saying, oh, whatever, fine. Johnny and not Jan. I was like, oh, that's unusual for a female's name, Johnny, but who am I to judge? No, we can't get there. We need to be here.
Computer.
Oh, I can go in the
Computer.
Habitat ring directly now?
Take me to the Habitat ring, Section 6.
Go talk to the Scythians again?
Computer?
No, I shouldn't start with that. Might be a thing to do, but I don't want to do that first. Let's go up here and see if we can go talk to that Jorn priest. I think she's here somewhere. They said she was still here. Oh, there you go.
Baloshima karma bunarek pursha kahipanut dide nakava nipano dabana elda sharet.
Rasmus?
Balo bolekpa Hozroshima kama shinarek hozrokashim haban rishe kama bilmana sharet sharet sharet.
Are you all right?
Voices.
I'm sorry.
They are here with us now.
Who's here? Who are you talking about?
all around us as if they had never left.
Rasmus, it's Bannock. Can I help you?
Bannock. Yes, I remember. It is the rising, Bannock. The spirits of Terek Nor surround us. I must pray for them, all of them, before the dark cloud passes.
Do you mean the plasma storm?
The storm is only part of the prophecy. It is the cloud about the temple gates that heralds the coming of the Harbinger.
Hey, that's the name of the game?
What exactly is the Harbinger?
A warning. The prophets tell of the Harbinger coming to cleanse the heavens. The signs are clear. The Borjas are rising. A dark cloud lies at the temple gates.
The temple gates? You mean the mouth of the wormhole?
Yes.
This rising, it's happening now?
Yes. The veil between the dead and the living is tearing. The unconsecrated spirits call to us as they walk unseen through the same corridors they did in life.
What makes you think this is going on?
I've heard them. Spirit voices arguing in empty corridors. Footsteps from the past. Doors opening and closing just as the prophecy foretold.
Why would a space station be haunted?
There were thousands of us here, slaves under the Cardassians. Beaten, starved. When one of us fell under the strain, a Cardassian overseer kicked the body aside and called for a replacement. There was no time for prayer. We are a religious people, Bannock. When we depart this life, our spirits seek solace. The solace that only the Bajoran death chant can provide. I believe it is that ritual that guides our souls to the next phase. The Borjas of Terek Nor were denied these chants, and now, at the rising, they are doomed to walk the paths of the living.
But the underground, they saw to it that the death chants were said.
What is this?
A resistance group secretly kept faith with your dead on Terek Nor. They spoke the death chant over all the Bajorans killed here.
Then, my brother, my Charette?
He's at peace, Rasmus. There are no Borjas on this station.
But I have seen such telling things. The patterns of the dead.
Yes, I've seen them too. I need your help.
Yes. Yes, anything.
What exactly did you see that made you believe the station was haunted?
The airlock doors. Doors opening and closing, but no one steps through.
Haunted.
Footsteps. Voices.
What did the voices say, Rasmus?
I could barely make out the words. They sounded strange, as if from far away. They were carrying a heavy load. One wanted to set it down, the other argued, like a slave carrying a load of ore.
You mentioned a pattern. What was it? This could be important.
When I returned here from my discussions with the Changeling, I heard whispering at an airlock, but no one was near. I followed it at a distance, doors ahead of me opening and shutting in the docking ring. They moved, airlock to airlock, as if repeating the ore distribution patterns.
What distribution patterns?
When the ore was processed, we loaded it onto freighters. My brother Charette, myself, and 2 others. We would circle the docking ring, airlock to airlock, so the ore could be transferred onto the waiting vessels. When I heard voices and saw the airlocks opening unaided, I thought,
Something's going on this station, but it's not about ghosts.
You say the death chant was performed?
The Resistance had an arrangement with the body disposal unit. They passed on the names as each death was reported. That's what Mr. Odo said.
Then perhaps my prayers are better spent on the living. The prophecy is clear. A cloud about the temple gates, dark and rising night. Unbelievers tremble at the Harbinger's cleansing might. The shades of the past return in force to claim their futures right. But if the spirits of Terek Nor are at peace, which shade of the past does the Harbinger presage? I will meditate further.
My child.
Bannock, you have a question?
Would you repeat that prophecy you told me?
Of course. A cloud about the temple gates, dark and rising night. Unbelievers tremble at the Harbinger's cleansing might. The shades of the past return in force to claim their futures right.
Thank you.
Oh, I was watching Deep Space Nine yesterday, and you can actually hear this sound in the station. So yes, you hear this humming the whole time in the show. Not the whole time, but mostly. Especially when they're outside, like here. Maybe not when they're in their office, I don't know. Because she was talking about she knows this station as that name. She's like, Deep Space Nine, that's not like I use this. Okay, let's go see what's happening with these two guys here. Let's go.
I'm telling you, it just disappeared from right in front of me.
It might help if you told me exactly what was stolen.
I told you it was a thing.
Does this thing have a use, or is it merely ornamental?
Does it matter?
Well, if it has a use, I'm going to have to know what it is.
Ornamental.
Then I guess there's no real emergency.
Did I say ornamental? I meant ornamentally useful.
Quark.
All right. It's a security lockout bypass.
What?
A security lockout bypass key. I just keep it in case of emergency. I never actually use it.
Odo to Cisco, we have a potentially serious security problem, Captain. There's a missing security lockout bypass key.
Let me guess. Quark.
He says it disappeared right in front of him.
Just like Major Kira's particle torch.
Oh.
I'm concerned.
You're thinking another shapeshifter.
I'm not ruling it out.
All right.
No, I don't think it's shapeshifters.
Initiate DFI precautions. Alert your security team. And keep me informed.
Odo to Ensign Yarrow.
Yarrow here.
There's a missing security.
Odo, I was just about to call you. You've got to send the ambassador down right away. I've got a situation here. One of the Scythians is banging on the airlock door.
Oh. Understood. Okay. He's on his way. And Yarrow, we've got a security situation going here. Keep yourself doubly alert.
Always do, sir. Yarrow out.
You'll have to handle that Scythian situation alone, Ambassador. I need to stay here and talk to Quark.
Can we listen to this conversation? But I think that the reason why she
alone,
said that.
If you don't mind.
Okay, I'll go away. Can I go away? It's mostly for a lore reason. Let's go up and see if we can hear them talk. pissed. What the fuck? I can't go forward. I need to click on this. Okay. Okay, we can actually use these now. If we want to go directly to the Scythians.
Computer. Take me to the habitat ring, section 6.
Now we still have to go through this place. It's so annoying. Okay. Scythians.
There, you see? I told you. Ambassador, here.
Harbinger! Coming!
Harbinger.
Harbinger?
Cutting! Catastrophe!
Harbinger? What's that, sir?
Shut up.
The Bajorans have a legend about it.
Harbinger! Catastrophe!
It's been like this, sir, ever since he came out.
Depressing.
Ensign, we have a situation. Someone's got a security key.
Yes, sir.
Wrath! Retribution!
Calm. Be calm.
Good idea, sir.
Murder!
His name is Rune, isn't that right?
Yes, I believe so.
Rune.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ensign! Ensign! Security alert. Docking ring.
Yeah, there wasn't much to
Odo!
say
Ensign
here, it
Yarrow!
seems.
They're red like oceans!
Let me save here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's a bomb. That's not the right way. Go in, motherfucker. I know a bomb when I hear one. It's actually going faster. Is it on me? Oh, it's the thing I picked up. But how can I remove it? I can't remove it. I can't even access my inventory. Well, I guess we're dead. Let's bring as many people as we can with us. I'm coming, everybody.
All station personnel. We have intruders able to evade visual detection. They are armed and dangerous. This is a full station security alert.
Dax to security team. Phaser hits disrupt the intruder shielding. Long enough for me to get a transporter lock on. I'm standing by.
Lieutenant, The intruders have routed our communications to the station terminals. They're listening to every word we say.
I'm on it, Odo. Damn! Don't use the comm badges until I find a secure channel. Kira out.
Wait, I want to save as...
Savitt, is that you? Have you reached the airlock? Savitt!
Savitt?
This station is under full alert. This terminal has been secured.
Interesting. Oh!
The station is under full alert. This turbolift has been secured.
I think opening this.
The station
kills
is
me,
under
right?
full alert. This turbolift has been secured.
Okay, move. Oh, it's slowing down now. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on. Oh, it's slowing down a lot. And maybe like to detect something, maybe like a some kind of beacon or like a motion, not yeah, like a beacon thing. It's going faster again. Okay, at first it was, I think it was a bomb, but it's not a bomb.
The station is under full alert. This turbolift has been secured.
Okay, so we can't go into ops. Oh, the guy's probably following us, maybe? Oh, she's not here anymore. And he's getting closer, and I'm getting farther away? No. It's not like the game gives us like a lot of options here. It's just you click on stuff. When I go in there, did I check all those places? I did. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna go back. The highest it was is in front of that door, right? That he kills me. Or maybe it's this door. Yes, okay. Okay, we can shoot stuff now. There you go.
Got
The
him.
game
He's been
decides
transported
when we
to the
can
brig.
shoot
I'm
things.
still reading Tarragon all over the station. At least 4 others.
4 others. Okay, so we'll have to do this a couple of times. Shoot. Okay, that's cool. It's not super difficult, but it's fun. I guess. It's something. Hey, you're talking to the guy who saves every 5 seconds. You don't. I don't think you need to tell me what to say. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. The worst is conversation. Like going around the station like that is not what takes the most time.
Dax, I've driven them down the access tube and secured it.
Secured it?
I welded it shut. They're in the promenade.
Understood.
Okay. Down the promenade? Yeah, it feels like it. Okay, let's go
Captain,
back.
I'm in the docking ring now. Yarrow is dead.
Any sign of the ambassador?
I've seen him, Captain. He found a way to track the Lycosians. I can't say more. The communications net has been compromised.
Understood, Constable. Cisco out.
I still want to go check here. No, it's not here. Okay. This is a cool game. I like this game. It's simple.
No good, Captain. They're using the security bypass key. She's back here in the promenade, somewhere.
We're pulling you out of there, Major.
But...
Dax, energize.
I don't have any con badges. Oh, this seems less. Definitely in here somewhere. This is slower now. Okay, we're here now. This is less. This is more. I can't turn, I can only just click on this. It's really annoying. Oh, it's not really a point-and-click adventure game. It's like a Telltale adventure game. It's literally like a Telltale adventure game. There's these little mini action sequences. Most of the time you just talk to people and stuff advance. There wasn't any, like... This is the first time I really feel like I'm playing a game right now. Like, this is not a big place. Where could they be? Tick, 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 tick. I can't even go in there. It's close. It's close to this. We're close now. Oh, okay, it's more here. Oh! You just shoot?
Got her. She's been transferred to the brig. 3 down, Bannock, 3 to go.
3 to go? 3 to go? It's cool. I mean, it's not like no real charm. Again, it really feels like, right? It feels like a Telltale game. It could.
Security to Quark's bar. We've got one of those killers in here. Odo, help.
Okay, in the bar.
Hey, you, Bannock.
Where are you?
You want to get us all killed? How?
There's one of them. Almost directly above your head. I heard him move.
Right.
must be on the promenade because he's not. Ah! But I couldn't do anything here.
Security to Quark's bar. We've got one of those killers in here. Odo, help.
Yeah, I like this game. There is no replay value. Like after replaying this, why would you replay it?
All killed? How? There's one of them.
You wait like a year or two and then you replay it as an episode of Deep Space Nine.
Right.
Just bar. Because he's in there. He's in there. He said above, but he's clearly not above. Well, he was. Let's move outside here. No, he's not here. Oh. Same again. Wow.
Bannock, they're heading for the Scythian ship. They'll try to cut it free with the particle torch. Can you move to intercept?
No. Can I go in there?
The station is under full alert. This turbolift has been secured.
It's going slower now. That doesn't make any sense. Let's go to the Scythian ship. Oh, I was going fast again. Oh shit.
Got him. He's been transported to the brig. Now the only Terragon I'm reading is heading for the docking ring.
Oh! I was just looking to open the door. It just so happened that it was there.
Dax to Odo. That's it. I'm reading Terragon emissions at 0. Wait,
Lieutenant?
Never mind. I thought I saw a flicker in the lower promenade. Just a sensor ghost. All clear now.
Well done, Constable.
Thank the Ambassador, Captain. He's a quick shot. Computer, disengage security measure Cobalt. Authorization 094.
This was so much easier than any of the other
Ambassador?
arcades.
Yes, sir.
Dax's readings indicate increased drone activity around the station. We don't have much time before the next attack.
Defiant?
When can we expect the Defiant?
Not for another 36 hours at least.
Shit.
We'll have to handle this on our own.
What's our defense strategy, Captain?
We'll have to use every bit of firepower at our disposal. The station's defenses, even the runabouts. Major Kira's fitted the Hudson with some additional weapon sleds. It'll pack a little more punch than our standard issue.
You'll need a crew for that runabout, sir. If you're accepting volunteers, I've got a weapons proficiency rating that...
Level 8, yes. Lieutenant Dax pointed it out in your records. I'll consider it.
I'm ready, sir. Just tell me where I'm needed.
I'd like you to report to Major Kira in the holosuites at Quark's Bar. Dax has designed a drone simulation that should give us some idea of what we're up against.
Yes, sir.
It's good to have you with us, Ambassador. orders. Go up.
Mr. Odo.
It's Odo, just Odo.
Sorry, Odo?
Yes, Ambassador. What is it?
What exactly are these devices? Some kind of cloaking mechanism?
Not exactly. Lieutenant Dax determined that the refraction mantles are a form of camouflaging technology. May I?
Of course.
Just like the others. The phaser hit destroyed the refraction enabler. Pity.
I'll have to write a report to the Tyrian Assembly about Ambassador Carrick's murder.
If you ask me, your Federation is overly fond of reports. But there are a lot of questions to be answered here. Have you determined what drew the Lycotians to him in the first place?
I think so. Before he arrived, Carrick sent a subspace message to Cisco about the Scythian homeworld. He mentioned the abundance of latinum there, and that he was returning with valuable items.
And?
I think someone got unauthorized access to that message.
Quark. He must have made some kind of deal with the Lycotians.
Exactly. If what Johnny Theron told me is true, the Red Lycotians overheard the Blue Ones planning to rob Carrick.
So they put 2 and 2 together and hit Carrick before Kimry and Priet got to him. Too bad. Kimry's a little more hesitant on the disruptor button than his northern cousins.
Maybe that's why Quark picked him for the job.
Still, conspiracy to murder. I wonder how that would sound to a Ferengi.
I bet it would convince him to cooperate with the Federation's case against the Lycotians.
We'll see. When I'm through here, I'll call on our local bartender.
I wanted to talk to you about Ensign Yarrow.
There was nothing you could have done, Ambassador.
I should have done something. Moved faster. Anticipated, I don't know, saved her.
Ensign Yarrow was a security officer. A good one. She knew the risks when she put on the uniform. Not everyone can be saved, Ambassador.
I'd like to make out a formal commendation. If she hadn't reacted, even as she died, the Scythian and I would have both been killed.
It would please her to be remembered that way.
Thanks. I'll catch up with Major Kira now.
Good luck, Ambassador.
Two Allo suites. And I think this is a good place to end the game. I wonder how much left of this. Okay, there's still a bunch left. This might be like 2 more streams even. It's possible that I won't be able to finish it next time. It all depends on how long it actually is. Yeah, looking at a walkthrough on YouTube, like it's like 3 hours. 4.5 hours of knowing what you do. I don't know what I'm doing. We're more than halfway through. That's it. So yeah, next time I'm gonna go to the Allo suites, prepare to shoot some drones, I guess. Let's raid somebody. Yeah, let's raid Nyx. Oh, it's too... 2 for 2. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. See you next time. Oh, tomorrow it's gonna be some Arcanum, but it might be late stream. Actually, from the 28th to the 3rd of August. The stream will start later, like 8:30, 9, even 9:30, maybe even 10. If at 10 there's no stream, there might not be any streams. Yeah, and that'll be till the 4th of August. Then we'll go back to pretty much the normal schedule. With no more Bioshock, but Bioshock will be replaced by Baldur's Gate 3. Actually, I might finish I might finish Bioshock tomorrow in the daytime, just to finish it, because I won't be able to play for a week. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that